Dear students, now we are back to our new section, Geography. Chapter number 3, Rotation and Revolution. So, last time we were discussing about rotation and revolution. We discussed characteristics of rotation and effects of rotation on the earth. And now some of the subparts of subtopic of effects of rotation on the earth, that is the sunrise and sunset. So dear students, take the page. So here it is. Sunrise are caused by the rotation of the earth from west to east. That from smaller classes onwards we were studying. The earth is rotating from where? West to east. That is what its direction. And now this happens because due to the earth rotation, every part of earth's surface face the sun at same time. How? Every part of the sun's rays, if it is this part, complete part will be facing to sun's. So this part on the earth that moves from darkness to the sun's rays experiences sunrise. Which part faces to the sun, that part is known as sunrise. Which part is away from sunrise, this by-side portion is known as sunset. Okay, front side portion, which one? Sunrise, and by-side portion we can say so, that is a sunset. And Coriolis effect. What do you mean by Coriolis effect? Refers to the force experienced by the object moving over the surface of a rotating body such as the earth. Yeah, we know it is a rotating, very fast rotation. Because of this fast rotation, it's on its body, if some of the subjects gets if effect of rotation is known as a Coriolis effect, that we can see. So the movement of air and wind, some hemisphere it is a western direction, some of the hemisphere it is a eastern direction. So opposite direction wind blows in a hemisphere. What do you mean by hemisphere? Hemisphere means, hemi means half, sphere. Okay, I mean northern hemisphere as well as southern hemisphere. Then the movement of water, that also different from northern hemisphere to southern hemisphere. The movement of water, in the flow of water, that entirely opposite direction flows northern hemisphere, but the southern hemisphere its direction is different. So the winds and ocean currents move clockwise are reflected on the right in the northern hemisphere. So that we have to see in the northern hemisphere which direction it moves, clockwise. What about the southern hemisphere? Anti-clockwise. Okay, and move in the anti-clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere. Now let us see, the sun, the moon and the sun's stars seem to move from east to west. While we are looking to moon, star or sun, what happened? We feel it is moving east to west. What is the reason? Because of this rotation. This is because the earth spins from west to east. This is because the earth is spinning from west to east, opposite direction. While we are traveling on a train or a car, then what will happen? While if we look outside of that car or train, then we can see that tree, bus, vehicles all are moving backward, opposite direction they are moving. This is what the effect. This effect is similar to what our experiences while looking trees from moving train. Okay, and now let us go to centrifugal force. We know that it is an apparent movement force that acts on a rotating object. Okay, this is always right outward. directed, this centrifugal force always directed outward. That is what the thing. This is outward force. Okay, we have learned Coriolis force. What it is? Effect of moving. This also another type of effect only. What type of effect? This force is outward. Okay, while this is a spinning time, what will happen? Spinning of earth or a rotating of earth, what will happen? Top of the earth, pole of earth, it get flattened. But the center part, it is a what happened? Bulged. Outside force because of this rotation. Top, what happened? It is a bottom getting forced to bottom. But what about it is a getting outside, and this is what away from the axis of rotation. The speed of rotation has created centrifugal force resulting a bulge in the middle portion, a bulge in the, this is like balloon bulge getting middle portion on the earth and a flattened top part. This is known as centrifugal force. Now rotation versus difference in time over. Rotation versus difference in time, that we have learned that. What about the time? 1 degree, it is earth has divided into 380. What it is? No, divided into 360. What? We have already learned 360 longitude and latitude. How many it is? 181, isn't it? Then what about this one? 360, 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes. 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes. For each degree of longitude, 24 hours means 1440 minutes divided by 360. Okay, that is already you know. We had discussed in last lesson. The side of the earth towards the sun constantly gains heat, and side away from the sun constantly loses heat by radiating it into outer space. That is understood. One which side, I mean this side is facing to the sun, then what will happen? This side they will get, who will get? Earth will receive heat from the sun. But what about other side? Other side it will loses the heat by radiating into outer space. One side is losing and another side is gaining the heat. And first, the short radiational period makes what about the radiational period? That is 12 hours. 12 hours receiving and 12 hours sending out. There is a variation of temperature between day and night keeps moderate. So, this short radiational period makes the variation of temperature moderate. That is very important one, important point. If it is more time they are getting and less time they are not receiving, then it would have become something like a desert area. And the second point, rotation is combination with revolution and seasons. So, because of this rotation and revolution, what happened? It changes seasons and variations in the length, day and night over different places of the earth. So, dear students, we will start in next session inclination of earth axis and its significance. So, have a nice day, take care, thank you.